It's exciting that we get an opportunity to speak to you each and every time we upload these videos. My name is David Katerga, and today we are listening in on an incredible journey, a story of service and leadership. Today I'm excited to host one who has lived the journey and is here to share his experience. It is such a magical time that on the day he is handing over is the day he sits to share this conversation with us. Once again, welcome, and join me welcome my guest. He is the Unity President of the Rotaract Club of Makerere University. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, David. I'm glad to be here.
Where should we start from? Let's start by understanding who you are as a person before the titles. As a student at Makerere University, who are you, what are you doing, and how's been the experience?
Yeah, so my name is Jovan Bwire. I'm a third-year software engineering student, and I have a lot of passion for machine learning, artificial intelligence. So when I'm not in class, that's where I spend some of my time, if it's not in Rotaract and sports, because I'm also a sportsman. I've played basketball for this university, actually. Yeah, and generally, the 3 years I've been here have been quite interesting, I could say.
All right, that's beautiful. Now let's kickstart the conversation about Rotaract. Even before we get into its definitions, I want to know, where did it find you as a person? Because many of us have that long history of my father was there, or my grandfather was an active member there, so I've been hearing about it, so it became easy for me to understand. I don't know if we're good to understand its description for our viewer. When did Lottery meet you, and how did it meet you?
So my first interaction with Rotary was actually through Interact.
Oh, yes.
In high school.
Yes.
I think most high schools do have Interact clubs. Unfortunately, the school where I was, Interact wasn't so active, so I never really got a chance to join. Fast forward, I come to Makerere University in my first year. I had a cousin who was already a member of the club, actually. She was serving as the president at that time.
Oh, okay.
That was President Mildred, for those who could be knowing her. She introduced me to the club, told me it's a good way to network, meet new people, serve the community, but also to travel, experience different cultures. Yeah, so after we talked, I found it interesting. I got an evening. We meet on Wednesdays at the guild canteen. Spared some time, went there, attended one of the meetings, and I loved what I saw, so I stuck around.
Incredible. Now, it's interesting that it met you that way, because many of us get into it with all these big dreams of, I want to improve my social network, I want to do this, I want to do that. And that's, the driving force. But now that you got it from, a cousin who shared with you the interest and you picked into it, how do you then land into being a president? How did that story unfold?
So becoming a president, it has been quite a journey. So when I joined the club initially, it was to network and meet new people, because you're in first year, you don't really know that many people in the university. Yes. So you're looking for a way to put yourself out there. But also secondly, once I joined, that's when I understood that Rotaract is about leadership and service. So the aspect of leadership really got to me. It was an opportunity for me to challenge myself, get out of my comfort zone, and do something while I was at uni. So I served as an active member before I served on the board in any capacity. A couple of months in, I get voted to be the treasurer in the incoming year. That was the magical year. So that was my real first role in Rotaract. So during the magic year, I served as the treasurer, and I believe I did my role justice, handled the club money well, made sure finances were in order, books were straight. And at the end of the year, towards the end of the year, when we have the voting, I got nominated to be president.
Okay.
And because it wasn't just one nomination, I thought, there are actually multiple people in this club who feel like
you
there's
deserve
something
the
I
role.
can offer, something I can do for this club in the position of president. So I took it on, I got voted, And then my journey now started from president-elect. That's when we did most of the preparations, choosing your board, the people you're going to work with, setting out a year plan for how you're going to run the year, what projects you're going to have, what goals do you want to hit in terms of membership, engagement, reach, impact. So after all that was done, actually almost a year ago from this exact date, on the 25th of April, I got installed as the president of the Rotaract Club of Makerere University.
Wow, wow. It's just so amazing how things unfolded really, really fast.
Really fast.
Yeah, because I have a rich history with Rotaract. I'm a member of the Rotaract Club of Mengo.
I'm actually really happy to hear that I'm talking to a fellow Rotaract.
Yes, yes. It's a big community. You can never know who is who. Yeah, but it's really a big community to be a part of. But I wanted to comment about how you really grew into the positions, but I think that speaks into the fact of consistency and passion towards service. Now, kickstarting the journey of leadership comes with so many questions, curiosity, fear at some point, maybe a little threats here and there of, will I be able to pull off as so-and-so did? How did you prepare yourself to get into the position? And I want you to contrast it with where you are today. What were the myths before getting into the role? Because you're a basketball player, you told me earlier. I know of a quote that says, we are all the best players off the pitch. When we look at people play, we're like, no, you could have kicked better. I can do better than that. But once you get into the field, it's a different story. I want you to help me contrast how the expectation versus the reality, and how has that shaped the kind of man you are today?
Yeah, so just to start with, how did I prepare? I think in Rotary and Rotaract, the aspect of mentorship is very important.
Yes.
So fortunately for me, I had my mentor when I just joined the club was serving as a president.
Okay.
And she continued to mentor me through my journey of being a president as well. And then another person I'm really grateful for is my immediate past president. She really prepared me, told me exactly what to expect. However, when you start serving as president,
the story tends to change.
Exactly.
I know that part of
no
the story.
amount of preparation can really prepare you for what you're going to face during the year. But it comes down to, do you have the support system in place to support you when things get rough? Can you lean on your board members to pull through even when you personally as a president are feeling a bit low? Because there's something I usually say, and I say, the title of president might be mine, but the real work at the club is ours as a board.
Yes.
So my board members, I'm really grateful for them. They really came through in difficult times, but also in the triumphant ones. And because I had such good people around me, it made, for the most part, the year was smooth sailing.
Interesting.
And as a result of that, how that has shaped me to be the man I am now, I've actually come to realize I'm now a more calm person, more patient with people. I can now relate more to different people in terms of my communication because of the interactions I've had during the year, because you deal with different people, different temperaments. You need to communicate to everyone at a different level in a different way.
Interesting. That's really interesting. I'm also grateful for the fact that leadership, it's so amazing that leadership, as we lead, we're leading others, but at the end of the day, we end up changing, becoming better versions of ourselves.
Sure.
And I'll talk about leadership. I'm also very curious to find out some of the projects you've done, because I very much understand that Rotaract is about service, lending a hand and sharing our big hearts to the world. What are the kinds of projects you've handled, and how have you been able to make them happen?
Yes, so in Rotaract, service is the most important thing. That's why I think the motto is very popular.
Yes.
Service
Above self.
Yes, so we've done quite a number of projects. I would just like to highlight a few. Recently, in March, towards the end of March, we did a project which we called the MOOC Hope Project, where we visited the New Hope Children's Hostel in Kawempe. And this is a hostel that basically accommodates and feeds and takes care of children who are coming from upcountry. These children are suffering from cancer and they're seeking treatment at the Cancer Institute in Mulago. But while they are in Kampala, they don't have where to stay, where to sleep, and people to really take care of them. So this hostel provides accommodation, provides meals, transport to and from the Cancer Institute. So in March, we decided to lend a hand to these children in form of aid. So we brought them basic necessities, your everyday use, soap, Vaseline, toothpaste. In addition, we also restocked their food inventory so that they could continue feeding these children without having to really worry about where the next meal going to come from. So that has been one of the most impactful projects we've done this year. In fact, it brings back one of my best memories when I look back on the year, just the smile on these kids' faces to see us.
And the hope that got ignited.
Exactly. So that they can know that we haven't forgotten about them. We've also done quite a number of other projects. We've had 2 blood donation drives in partnership with a number of clubs. We had one at MOOCs in Nakawa and the second one right here in Makerere University, where we're able to give combined about 160 units of blood. And that blood obviously goes to help out a number of people in case of accidents.
That you can never know who they are or where they come from.
And it's a beautiful thing because you're helping someone who you never meet.
Yes, and you never know. These blessings are always in a cycle.
Exactly.
You give, you receive. Blessed is the hand that giveth and they that receive it. Interesting. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And Amore is assured that the end of a particular journey is the beginning of the other. So how is the dream like? Where does the vision lie? Because now as you're stepping down as a president, you're stepping high as a mentor, as now a figure to hold the hand of an upcoming or of the president-elect. And again, today, it's just so amazing that we're getting through this story on such a day. But now the question is, what's the future like? What's the plan like? What is the dream?
The dream for Rotaract in Makerere University?
Yes.
From my view, we did a lot this year to increase membership. So in the coming years, I would hope to see that the club not only increases its membership, but increase the quality of the Rotaractors that go through the club, so that each and every Rotaractor who goes to the Rotaract Club of Makerere University understands what it is to be a Rotaractor, what it means to serve above self. And in addition to that, in the coming years, we hope to have not just impactful projects, but sustainable projects. Projects that the future generation can look back on and say, the Rotaract Club of Makerere University did this 5 years ago, and it still shows in the community that our impact was felt and the community accepted the project and took it on as their own, because that's a real test of sustainability.
Yes.
The people you're helping, do they take it up, and are they willing to keep pushing?
Is it part of them?
Yes.
That's interesting. Now, what are your words to the next president that is going to be installed today? Because I feel like it's very important. You know, the Lord has told us to write letters to our younger selves or to our older selves, but I find it very sustainable still to write the letter to the next person that is coming in your steps. Maybe a sibling. Now that you've been a president and we have a new president, what could be a letter to him or her?
My letter to him is, you're ready for the role. There's definitely going to be the club is going to get to a point where it demands more than you expected. But that shouldn't discourage you. It should be a motivation that people expect something out of you, because he's a really amazing Rotaractor, really has genuine love for the club. So what I can tell him is, as he goes into his year as president, he needs to take the club further than we took it, than where we've left it today. He should dream bigger than even we dared. The past presidents, he should dream bigger than we dared, so that the club can go to a height that is unimaginable, that we haven't really seen before.
All right, that's really beautiful. I'm also certain that it's never a one-man's journey. The race is never one man's race. We always have a lot of people that we walk this journey with. And it's never too late to say thank you and to give these people flowers. So in about a minute, I could ask you to share your flowers with those that you've moved this journey with.
So in a minute, just off the top of my head, the first thanks has to go to our sponsoring Rotary Club, that is the Rotary Club of Kampala. They have mentored us, they have guided us, and they have been really good mothers to us. Second, I want to thank the board that I've worked with, the Unity board. Those guys have been with me through thick and thin, and they have done an amazing job. I'm really proud of those guys. Next, I would like to thank all the presidents in the district that I've worked with, that we've collaborated on. Like I earlier mentioned, we have done so many collaborations with different clubs, different associations. So I just want to thank each of those people for believing in us as a club and coming together to work with us. Finally, I just want to thank the members of the club. At the end of the day, it's not me who did all the work. It's the members' commitment to attend meetings, organize projects, contribute something towards those projects. That is the heartbeat of the club, and I really want to thank the members for making it an energetic club and making it possible to do all the projects we've done this year.
Interesting. Now, unlike many of us who have got a chance to be around Rotaract, maybe because of our relationships with people, our family and friends, suddenly someone out there is hearing about Rotaract for the very first time, and we've always been advised never to stop spreading the gospel. Now, in case someone is hearing about Rotaract for the very first time, what should they know about Rotaract, more so the Rotary Club of Makerere University?
So Rotaract, to put it simply, is Rotary in action. So it's a group of young people, young professionals, coming together to serve the needs and concerns of their communities. So Rotaract, if you're looking for a reason to join, there are so many reasons that Matwaba can name. It could be networking, you could want to grow professionally, but also in leadership. You want to challenge yourself, meet new people.
Serve your community.
Serve your community. Get all these opportunities to really make a change in the world. That's what Rotaract is about. It's about service and it's about leadership. So if you feel like that those are two things that really call to you, there's no better place to be than Rotaract.
Interesting. I feel like we need to have another conversation just for Rotaract generally, because there's so many myths people have out there. You go tell someone about it, they're like, oh, that thing is for only rich people. I'm sure you come across this very often. But I'm so grateful for your time, and again, congratulations and well done.
Thank you so much.
On your journey. And the sky is even no longer the limit. We have to supersede and go up, above and beyond. And when it comes to service, you can never give enough, you can never share enough, you can never be good enough when it comes to serving others. My viewer, thank you so very much for being a part of this podcast. It is the 360 Exchange. My name is David Katerega, and what's going to be enough to thank you for keeping part of your busy time and sharing it here with us. Today on the show, I've had a conversation with President Jovan, the Rotaract president of Makerere University. With him, we've gotten so much deeper into his leadership role and how service has impacted his life to make him the kind of man he is. It's been exciting having your company. Shout out to the team we've worked with down here at Campus 360. And for you, thank you so very much for keeping us company. Till the next episode, stay tuned. Don't forget to follow, like, share, and leave a comment. If at all you have more questions, please, we have a follow-up conversation on this. Till then, stay blessed.